NO is called as 210. Observe that position values. N is 14, O is 15. 14 into 15 is 210, he said. How much he said? 4 into 14 into 15 is 210. Now, NOT, if you observe, NO already calculated 210 into T means 20. 21 2s are 42 and having 2 other zeros. Perfect. Just multiplying the position values. NOT you already calculated 4,200 you got. E is 5. If you multiply 21,000, absolutely right. Means just multiplying the position values. Now the question is notes. Already you calculated up to note. You got how much here? 21,000. S means 19. If you multiply 21 19s are 399 having 3 other zeros. 399,000 is the answer. So answer is A. Okay, in this paper, the coding decoding, all the questions are very easy. The next bit. If France is coded as 654321, Germany is coded as 9158437, then how is MN coded? Observe Y is there, E is there, M is there, E is there, N is there. All are repeated. All are repeated means it might be either substitution coding alias direct coding, right? So observe the beauty. If you observe, in these two, E appeared, right? 2 times. Last is E, that is 1. Second is E, that is also 1. So blindly he is replacing E with 1 everywhere. So here also I have E, so it is 1. And now observe any other repetition. A is repeated, right? A is a third alphabet, means it is 4. Third from the right. Third from the right is also 4. So you can say that A is 4. Okay, means it is direct coding. It is direct coding. Now Y is nothing but 7. E just now 1. M means left side fourth one, right? So it is 8. N means right side second one, right? It is 3. 71813. So answer is which option? D is the answer. Understood? Let's see the next beautiful one. 5-digit number PQRST, all distinct digits, is such that T is not equal to 0. Observe that T is not equal to 0. And it's a 5-digit number. That means that P is also not equal to 0. P is thrice T. P is equal to 3T. S is greater than Q by 4. Means S minus Q is equal to 4. While Q is greater than R by 3. So Q minus R is equal to 3. How many such 5-digit numbers are possible? Means he's asking about what are the values of PQRST they will take, he's asking. And all are distinct digits, right? That is an important point that you have to understand. Just a second. How much time? We took almost so far 1 hour 20 minutes. Fine. Okay. But let's see here. Let's see here. So Q is equals to R plus 3, right? S is equals to Q plus 4, right? 3 plus Q with R. S is equals to R plus 3 plus 4. S is equals to R plus 7. Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, so the question he is asking is P, Q, no, whichever are related, I'll write adjacent to each other. So R is important. From the R, you will get Q. From the Q, you will get S. P and T are separate. Okay. All should be distinct digits, right? All are distinct digits. So suppose if R is 0, because he is specifying that T should not be 0. Not specifying any other is 0, right? Then if R is 0, Q is equal to R plus 3, na 3. S is equal to R plus 7, na, that means that's 7. Okay. T and P, I have a liberty that P is equal to 3T, that's it. Okay. If T is 1, P is 3. Sir, 3 repeating, sir. No. So T should not be. If T is 2, P should be 3. So P should be triple, right? Okay. So 6, not repeating, satisfied. If P is 3, sorry, T is 3, P will be 999. Okay. It is also not repeating. So 2 possibilities I got so far. Observe the options. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God, so many possibilities are there still. So the value of R, if you take 1, okay, R is 0, na? Now it is going to R is equal to 1. These 3 are one set here, these 2 are another set. I will take separately. R0 verified, now R1 I am verifying. If R is 1, Q is equal to R plus 3 means 4. S is equal to R plus 7 means 8. Okay. Now if I take T is equal to 1, I am not unable to take because already T has taken 1 here. R taken 1. So if it is 2, it should be 6. No repetition, happy. 1, 4, 8. If T, why should I take 2? I am taking 3. Then 3 3s are 9. It is also not a problem. So you might get a doubt that, sir, why you are stopping t value as 3? If I take t as equal to 4, it will be 12, right? 12 is not a digit, right? That's why I'm not verifying that. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4 cases I got. Now I'm taking the last case, that is r is equal to 2. So why I'm taking r is equal to 2 is the last case? Observe that. Okay, q is equal to r plus 3, right? How much it is? 5. S is equal to r plus 7, right? It is 9. Because if I take r is equal to 3, 7 plus 3 will become 10, will become a 2-digit number, which we should not take. So this is the last case. Now, if I verify, if t1 is vacant, na 1, 1 3 is 3. Okay, no repetition, happy. 2, 5, 9. If t is equal to 2, it will take triple, right? 6. Okay, so 2 is already there, sir. You should not take 2. If it is 3, it is 9. 9 is already there, sir. So it should not. So this is also not a possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases. How many cases are there? Only 5 cases are possible. So answer is C is the answer. Okay. The next beautiful one. X can complete 1/3 of a certain work in 6 days. 1/3 6 days. That means that full work in triple. Triple means X can complete in 6 3s are 18 days. Y can complete 1/3 of the same job in 8 days. So 1/3 means triple, 24 days. Z can complete 3/4 of the work in 12 days. 3 1s, 3 4s, 4 4s are 16. So Z can complete it in how many days? 16 days. Okay. All of them work together for n days. All of them work together for n days. That is X plus Y plus Z. For work for how many days? Yeah? N days. And then X and Z quit. So now who is working? Only Y. Y alone finishes the remaining work in 8 2 by 3 days. I don't like 8 2 by 3. Convert. So 3 8s are 24 plus 2, 26 by 3 days. Okay. So he's asking n is equals to. Okay, let us take the LCM. 18, 24 and 16 if you take. 144 is the LCM. Total work is 144 units if I take. 1 day's work means 144 by 18, 8. 144 by 24 is 6. 144 by 16 means 9. Okay. So here Y worked for 26 by 3 days, right? Each day Y completes 6 units, right? So 26 by 3 into 6. Okay. That is equals to, just a second. Okay. So 3 1s, 3 2s, 26 2s are how much? 52 units they finished here. Here, Y completed 52 units. Out of 144, if they finish 52, the remaining 92 units were finished by X, Y and Z, right? X, Y and Z means they can complete 23 units, right? In a day. 92 by 23 means 4 days. That means N value is how much? 4. Okay, how much it is? 4 is the answer. So which option is the answer? B is the answer. Okay. Let's see the next beautiful one. What is X in the sequence? It's a funny question if you observe. Easiest question in the paper. 1 to 3 plus 2. 3 to 6 plus 3. 6 to 11 plus 5. 11 to 18 plus 7. 2, 3, 5, 7 are prime numbers. So the next prime number is 11 and the next one should be 13, right? 18 plus 11 is 29. Plus 13 is 42. Satisfied. So answer is how much? 29. Okay. So it is the easiest question in the paper, right? The next beautiful one. Okay. The equation is given followed by 2 statements 1 and 2. Consider the question and the statements and mark the correct option. In a football match, Team P playing against Q was behind by 3 goals with 10 minutes remaining. Okay, Team P is behind by 3 goals. Okay, means when Q is 10 goals, P is in 7 goals only. So with the 10 minutes remaining, okay, the time is only 10 minutes. Does the P win the match? Okay. P has to win means it has to take only 3 goals or more than that? 4 goals it has to take. Okay, first one. Team P scored 4 goals in the last 10 minutes. So 10 minutes is left out means that is the last 10 minutes. In the last 10 minutes, it scored how many goals? 4 goals. Sir, in the last 10 minutes, it scored okay 4 goals. But what about Q? If Q has not scored any goal in the last 10 minutes, then the 3 balance covered and 1 extra means definitely P will win. Suppose if Q also scored 1 goal at least, then what happens here? Then it is unable to win, right? So in the last 10 minutes, P scored 4 goals. Okay, but what about Q? I don't know. So I'm unable to answer from this question, from this statement. Team Q scored a total of 4 goals in the match. How many he scored? Total of 4 goals in the match. Here, Q scored total of 4. Okay. That means that in the first one, means last 10 minutes, how many it scored, I don't know. Okay. So, and in the last 10 minutes, how many P scored, I don't know. So that's why it is not sufficient. Now I'm going with combination. So let's think the game. This is the last 10 minutes of time. Before that, how much time is there? I don't want. Already P lags by 3 goals, right? Okay. And here Q scored total 4 goals, right? So total 4 goals, sir. Here already Q is means P is behind by 3 goals, right? So means Q is ahead of 3 goals, right? So ahead of 3 goals and total is 4 goals. Okay, that means that it scored suppose 4 here. Okay, Q scored 4 here suppose. P scored 1 here. Yes or no? That means that last 10 minutes Q scored 0. And I'm going with the combination now. Okay. Okay. So in the last 10 minutes, P scored 4 goals, right? Okay. Then totally P scored 5. P scored 5. And Q scored 4 only. Q scored how many here? 4 only. Then who is the winner? P is the winner. Okay. This is not the only case. We have another case also. The other case is, suppose if Q scored 3 goals earlier, that means that P is lagging by 3 goals, means P scored 0. Okay, all together, okay, Q scored 4, right? That means that here 3 means here 1 goal it made in the last 10 minutes. Then what happens? P scored last 10 minutes 4 goals, right? Here it is 4 only. Then Q scored totally 4 goals. P also scored total 4 only. That means it's a tie. We are unable to say that who won the match. So that means that both together also you are unable to answer the question, right? The question cannot be answered even using any of the, the question can be answered. The question can be answered by using either statement. The question can be answered by using both the statements together, but okay. The question cannot be answered even using any of the statements. Okay, with any of the statements, I'm unable to answer. So answer is D. Okay. Let's see the next beautiful one. Right. A question is given followed by 2 statements. Consider the question and the statements and mark the correct answer. Question. P square plus Q square minus 4PQ. Let us write what he gave. P plus Q whole square minus 4PQ. Okay. Where P and Q are natural numbers, is positive or not? This is positive or not, he is asking. Positive means strictly greater than 0 or not, he is asking. Let us expand. P square plus Q square plus 2PQ minus 4PQ, right? So 2PQ minus 4PQ means what you will get? P square plus Q square minus 2PQ. Hey, it is nothing but P minus Q whole square, yeah. Is it greater than 0 or not? He is asking. Sir, I already know one thing. That is, it is a square, right? Every square will definitely be greater than or equals to 0, right? But he is asking, is it greater than 0 or not? Okay. Good. Now the point is, so it will be equal to 0 and it will be positive when it will happen. If P is equal to Q, then it will be 0 square is 0. Okay, you will get equal to 0. In every case, in every other case, if P is greater than Q, P minus Q is positive, right? Square means definitely a positive. Okay, happy. If P is less than Q, P minus Q is negative. Negative number square will definitely be positive, right? Okay. So if any of these two happen, definitely the result, whatever he is asking, will be positive. Okay. So now in the statements, if you observe, first one says that P is less than Q. Yes, I am happy. Second one is P is greater than Q. Yes, still I am happy. So either one is sufficient or 2 is sufficient. No need to go with the both, right? Any one is sufficient. The question can be answered by using either statement alone. Any one is sufficient. So answer is B. Okay. Let's see the next beautiful one. In a T20 cricket match, 3 players X, Y, and Z scored a total of 37 runs. X, Y, and Z. X plus Y plus Z together is how many runs here? 37 runs. The ratio of the number of runs scored by X to the number of runs scored by Y is equal to the ratio of the number of runs scored by Y to the number of runs scored by Z. Here, this is a new model he is asking, value 1, value 2, value 3. Okay, actually, by seeing that value 1, 2, 3, you will feel that, oh my God, this is a new model that we don't know. Okay, that AmarNadh sir has not explained, but it's a common sense question. Okay, of course, this type of questions already given in bank examinations from the past nearly 8 years. 8 years, nearly. not even 8 years, it is 9 years maybe, okay, or 10 years. Okay, so quantity 1, quantity 2, in general he will use there. Here he uses the value 1, value 2, value 3 and so on. This time he gave 3-4 questions on value 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, not a big deal. Okay, we can do it easily. Okay, right. So in general, suppose if you don't know a ratio A is to B, you will write it as in general X is to Y. But if you are good at maths, no need to go with X is to Y. You can write A 1 is to K. Anyone you can take it as 1. The reason behind it is X is to Y. If I divide both with X, the value does not alter, right? Now X by X is 1, Y by X. I am replacing Y by X with K. So happily you can write it. Now if you observe, the ratio of the numbers from X to Y is equal to Y to Z. If it is 1 is to something constant K, this is also 1 is to K, right? That means that X by Y is equals to Y by Z is equals to 1 by K. Okay, the point you have to notice is X, Y and Z will be 1 is to K and 1 is to K, right? So K1, if I write 1 is to K square. Okay, this all is rubbish, no need. Okay, the point you have to understand is 1 is to K square. Okay. Okay, now the total runs is 37, right? If you verify this is 1 part, this is K parts, this is K square parts and so on, you can do. Okay, value 1 runs is scored by X. Value 2 runs scored by Y. Value 3 runs scored by Z. Which is greater, he is asking. Okay. So, in a T20 cricket match, 3 players X, Y and Z scored a total of 37 runs. The ratio of the number of runs scored by X to the number of runs scored by Y is equal to the ratio of the Y to Z. So, by seeing this, in general, people will say that 1 is to K square means K square is largest. Na? So, X is less than, Y is less than Z. X runs means value 1 is less than, Y means value 2 is less than, Z means value 3. So where it is, they will verify. Value 1 is less than, value 2 is yes, answer is A, and they will tick the answer. Now the beauty is, X, Y, Z I am calculating. You took 1 is to K, right? This time I am taking it as L is to 1. I can take even L is to 1, right? Okay, L is to 1. Then what happens after 1 space, before L 1 space means L square is to L is to 1. This time you feel that L square is larger. Okay. Then you feel that value 1 is greater than, value 2 is greater than value 3. Right? Or else reverse. Okay, value 3 is less than, value 2 is less than value 1. And that is the second option. Now you can't decide which is the right answer. Okay. That's why answer is D is the answer. Okay, he specified that the ratio is same, X by Y. So X by Y is same means you should feel that if X by Y is equals to Y by Z, it is continued proportion. If it is 1 by 2, X is less and Y is more, Y is less, Z is more, definitely Z is more. Suppose if X by Y is equals to Y by Z is equals to suppose 3 by 2, then X is more, Y is less. When compared to Y, Z is less, so X is more. So we can't say which is right one. Okay, so that means that if this ratio is less than 1 or greater than 1, that makes the sense. Since he is not specifying, answers cannot be determined due to insufficient data. Okay, let's see the next beautiful question. P plus Q is equal to 10. Okay, where P and Q are integers. Observe that integers, not specifying that positive, negative, 0. Okay, it can be 0, it can be positive, it can be negative also. Value 1. Minimum value of P into Q when P and Q are positive integers. Okay, so value 1 is the maximum value, not minimum value. But P and Q are positive. So if you want to get P into Q is maximum, definitely both should be equal. Means 5 and 5. Okay, it is equal to 25. Okay, because he is not specifying that those two are distinct integers. He said that P and Q are integers. That's it. Okay, that's why 5 into 5 is 25. So we can conclude value 1 is 25. If you take value 2, maximum value of P into Q when P is greater than or equal to -6 and Q is greater than or equal to -4. Okay, observe that. Again, you want the maximum value, right? Okay. And this time also you are saying that, of course, P plus Q is definitely 10 only, right? Okay. And maximum value you want for P into Q, right? Maximum value you will get when both are positive or when both are negative. Because in that case only positive into positive is positive, negative into negative is positive. But if you take one positive and one negative, okay, positive into negative, you will get negative value. Negative value means not the maximum one. That's why definitely both should be positive or both should be negative. But the beauty is P plus Q is 10 na, is a positive number na. If you take two negative numbers, two negative numbers sum will never be 10. So that's why this is also ruled out. So both should be positive. Sir, when both are positive, if we want the greatest value of P into Q, okay, so definitely what I have to take, both are equal, na, 5, 5. Okay, P5 is a possibility, Q5 is a possibility because P is greater than or equal to -6. Q is also greater than or equal to -4, right? So, okay, it is greater than 5 and 5 if you take. So, the maximum value you will get is 25 only. That is 25. This is also 25. So, which of the following is correct? It means value 1 is equals to value 2. So, answer is which option? C is the answer. Understood? It's the next beautiful one. So, value 1. So, consider a set of 11 numbers. He is saying set of 11 numbers. Okay, that's it. Not any other condition. Minimum value of the average of the number of the set when they are consecutive integers, okay, greater than or equals to -5. Okay, understood? So minimum value you want, and these all are consecutive integers. That is the first point you have to understand. Okay, those all are consecutive integers. Just a second. Right. Now, what you have to observe is, okay, all are consecutive integers. Okay, 11 consecutive integers if you take, okay, what you have to take is, x is the first number. Okay, total 11 numbers now, still 10 numbers are there now. Right side 5, left side 5. Okay, right side 5, left side 5. Right side 5 means x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4 and x plus 5, right? Okay, left side 5, right? So, x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4 and x minus 5, right? The beauty is that average is x. The middle number is the average, that is x. And he specified the average is how much are -5. Okay. So, you want the minimum value of the average of the numbers of the, when they are consecutive integers, each is greater than or equal to -5. Each number is greater than or equal to -5, right? Okay, no, he is not specifying that the average is -5. Okay, each number is greater than or equal to -5. Okay, minimum value of the average. If the average need to be minimum, definitely this value should be minimum, right? So this is the minimum value that we have to take, x minus 5. And the minimum value is, okay, integers greater than or equal to -5. Greater than or equal to -5 means -5 is also a possibility. So if x minus 5 is equals to -5, then x will be how much? 0. Okay, what is the average here? 0. Minimum value of the average of the numbers of the set when they are consecutive integers, each one is greater than or equal to -5. Okay, so greater than or equal to -5, so this is -5. Okay, x value is 0. Fine. So value 1 is how much here? 0. Minimum value of the product of the numbers of the set when they are consecutive non-negative integers. Understand, this is the non-negative integers. Okay, you want the minimum value of the product. Then if you take non-negative integers, all are consecutive, right? Okay, minimum value you are asking, right? So definitely I have to take the numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on, right or wrong? 11. If I multiply this all, nothing but 11 factorial, a very big number, right? So value 2 is nothing but 11 factorial. You can clearly say that value 1 and value 2 which is greater, right? Value 2 is greater. So value 1 is less than value 2 is the right answer. Okay. Let's see the next beautiful one. The average of three numbers P, Q and R is K. P is as much more than the average as Q is less than the average. If you understand the statement, it is very simple. What is the value of R? It is K. Okay. So P, Q, R, its average is K. Okay. The beauty is, suppose if I take three numbers, 5, 6 and 7, the average is 6, right? How much it is more, that much it should be less. Suppose if we take 10, 15 and 20, okay, average is 15 only, right? Verify 10 plus 15 is 25 plus 20 is 45 by 3 is 15, right? Then how much it is? 5 less, means it should be 5 more. If these two balance means definitely the middle one will be equal to average, right? P is as much more than the average, as much more than the average as Q is less than average, as Q is less than average. Means these two are getting balanced. That means that the middle one is the third number is the equal to the average, right? Here P and Q, if you remove, the third number is R, right? Definitely R is equals to K. R is equals to K, right or wrong? Okay, so The values are like this: P, R, Q, and R is equal to average. How much it is more, that much it is less. Okay. So R, what is the value of R? He's asking simply equal to the average, that is equal to K. Okay. So the next beautiful one. Let X be a real number between 0 and 1. Which of the following statement are correct? So 0 and 1, right? 0 and 1, there is a peculiar characteristics if you observe. 0 to 1, 1, and 1 to something, infinity, another I am taking. Suppose X value I am taking. This is common, right? I'll take it. Suppose if I take X is equal to 2. Okay, then X square, X cube, X power 4, I'm writing. Powers I'm increasing, X power 1. It is 2, 4, 8, 16 means increases. Suppose if X is equal to 3. 3, 9, 27, 81 and so on, increases, happy. But 0 and 1 in between if I take, suppose X is equal to 0.5. If you write X square, X cube, okay, X square, X means 1 by 2, that is 0.5. X square is 1 by 4, 0.25. X cube is 1 by 8, 0.125, means as the power increases, the value decreases. He said that X is a real number between 0 and 1, means it is lying between 0 and 1, means I have to take an example of 1 by 2 only, right? Okay, then which of the following is correct? Okay, this I don't want, now this I want. X square is greater than X cube, yes, exactly, because as the power rises, the value reduces. Okay, so here the value power rises, so value reduces. So first is correct one. X is greater than root X. So X is means 1, root X means X power 1 by 2. He said this is right. How can I say that? Power is less here. Okay, as the power increases, value reduces, right? So this is not true. So second one is wrong. Okay, select the correct answer using the code given below. So only one is correct. So answer is A.